Hey Taurus, happy birthday and welcome to your May 2018 general tarot reading. I'm Deanna Nicole Black and I'm so grateful that you've decided to take some time and receive your messages via me. So you have the distinct privilege this month of having an outdoor reading, and I have prayed that all the plants and all these nature energies will assist in this process and give you exactly what you need. Also strengthen and empower me. I am loving it out here. I also can't believe that London is so blissful and so beautiful right now. So from me to you, here are the blessed nature vibes. So a couple of things I want to cover before we get into your messages. I've already pulled your cards. They're amazing. Or I feel that they're at least very clear. So hopefully you'll be able to really tune into your messages through this and really connect with the drama that the cards are telling. But before that, I just want to say if you would like a personal reading, you can do so by going to my website nicoleblack.com/services. I'll leave the link in the description box and you can see all the different things that I offer for you to work one-on-one with me. Also last month I was featured in a couple of podcasts and in a magazine article, so if you're interested in hearing a bit more about what I do and my beliefs outside of the space of just this reading, I'll leave the link to those in the description box also. And I think that's it. Okay, so your reading. So I like the way your reading came out because I tend, when I'm shuffling, to pull like specifically according to different questions. So I'll start with how is Taurus showing up this May, and then I'll pull, okay, what's the context for this? But as I was shuffling, like I felt this energy that these particular cards wanted to come out, and I hadn't even asked all my questions yet, but they were just like, it's us, we have something to say. So I pulled the cards and I looked at it and I was like, like I really think this is for you, for your energy. So 4 cards came out around your character and how you're showing up this month, and I feel like 4 is a number I really associate with you. One, because it's about stability and foundations. It feels like an earth-based energy, and of all the earth signs, I think Taurus is the 4, even though, for example, the 5 card would be the Hierophant, and some kind of disciplines associate you with the Hierophant, but for me, Taurus is the 4 card. So the 4 cards that you get, firstly, the Devil in reverse. I think this is actually quite positive. I think also the reversals that are coming up in terms of your character for this month are about things that happened last month that you're now either processing fully and are becoming ready to respond to. The Devil in reverse, I'm feeling, is like you've really woken up to the ways that you've been trapped in your life, and I have been thinking about you today as the Bull specifically, and it's not really kind of that depiction of your energy is not a metaphor I work with very often, but it feels right for where you are right now. And I feel like you have been the bull in the ring, and that you have been cajoled, poked, provoked by people in your environment, and I feel like they've been looking for a response from you, Taurus. Like they're waiting to see. It's not even like an angry response, or it's not even that they're particularly angry with you or they're trying to get a rise out of you in terms of an emotional engagement with them. They just like seeing you go, you know? So some people are riling you up and kind of prodding you, and it may even be people that you've trusted or, you know, had like closer relationships with, and then you're suddenly like, why are you giving me this energy that you know is not good for me? You know, so I feel like there is some provocation that has been happening in this energy of being kind of trapped in this circus. Drama is the right word. Trapped in a circus of kinds, but that energy is in reverse. So May, I think you are mostly interested in, okay, so doing readings outside means having spiders falling on your eyelashes. Cool. Okay, so I'm also laughing because my friend who's afraid of spiders is not too far from me. And like, yeah, she would have been gone. Okay, so back to this nature-based reading. The other card that you have following on from the Devil in reverse is the Page of Pentacles in reverse. So I think this is you seeing that whatever you want to establish, build, set yourself up in, any new things that you want to initiate, any messages that you want to get out into the world based on your efforts, need to happen outside of the ring. Like they can't happen in the circus and the circle that you're in right now. And so this is the energy of like new beginning, and I see you guys trying to figure out where you're going to plant yourself. And when I say plant in this context, I mean that specifically in terms of like literally the plants you can see around me. So you're thinking about, okay, what's the best environment? What represents my soil, my water? Like if this environment is provoking me intentionally, then where do I go? And this comes up later in your reading actually. Where do I go where I can actually thrive and develop the things that I want to in peace? Like literally in peace. Like where can I just work in peace? So you've got the Three of Swords here as well as how you're showing up this month. It's in reverse. I should warn you that I have a pigeon phobia too, and I hear a lot of flapping, so I'm just putting it out there. So with the Three of Swords in reverse, what I'm feeling here is that part of what has been provoking you is also like your realization about your wounds and your pains and their past. With the Three of Swords in reverse, I really feel like it's things you've already been through, but you have become conscious, more deeply conscious and aware of it. And I feel like the Scorpio full moon required that of all of us, and those of us who couldn't find that and locate it here, the energy sent it from here and was like, either way, whichever way it's going to come through to you, you're going to see it. And so there is an awareness about your woundedness, and I think it's that woundedness, right? It's not even I can't say it's not a present woundedness. It's present, but it's not a present situation necessarily, or if it is, it's something that started like quite a bit in the past that might be ongoing. But for you, I feel like it's what's made you a little more sensitive to the reaction. It's making you know that you're at the brink of charging, or some of you have already done the charge, like horns are out. And what I'm feeling is that you don't want to be in that energy, but you almost feel like, yeah, it's survival and protection. Like I have no other choice but to give you back what you're giving me. And it is because you're also already tuned into this vulnerability and this like, oh, these things hurt me. Oh, like these thoughts are hurting me, because it might not even just be external in terms of other people. It might be the way that you've been processing things, that you've been like, oh, this is a block, like, and you're feeling the rawness of that, and therefore just don't have the thick skin for other people to like to tear at you. And so I see the Knight of Wands here, and it's in reverse, but I do feel it like the charging ball. It is your restraint, but it is all birds. It is your restraint, but it's maybe this is healing for me. Like maybe I'm supposed to be out here and just hold it down, like whilst my phobia is being activated. Okay, so this is your ball charge. This is your I need to get out of this ring. This is your I might knock you down on the way out. But in reverse, I feel like you are really trying to be your highest self. Like you really are. I'm not trying to show the worst of me right now. I'm really trying to do my best. So really this is also about not just you finding any way out. You're trying to find the right way out. And I love this. I love this energy for you. You're like, I don't really want to wreck this whole circus and like injure the kids that are here too. You know, there are some innocent here. I would rather kind of find my route out quickly, because you're not hesitating. You're like, I need to get out of this situation, but you are calculating what's the best way out. Okay, so what's the context for this? 4 cards came out again for context. So it's like you are, with the number 4 coming up in your reading like this, it's like you are almost trying to destroy one structure in order to build another. That's what I'm feeling. Okay, so it would be almost like leaping from one house into another. That's what I'm seeing. You've got the 7 of Cups in reverse here. What this is saying to me is that the speed of the energy and the way things were coming at you, and the activity and the behaviors of people around you in recent months has come at you so quick, so heavy, and has not given you time to do what you like to do, which is take your time and process and feel it out and weigh it out and decide. Like the energy has been too quick for you, and so you haven't had any emotional clarity. Like you've been in a cloud. You've been like, I don't know, do I trust this person or not? Do I go here or not? Do I even want this thing or not? Oh, I need to go here. I don't get to think about that. I don't get to take any action on that. So been challenging for you. Wow, you might be the only one who gets a reading out here if these birds carry on. Okay, so 8 of Swords here. Yeah, 8. 8 being a number of karma. 8 of Swords here is like the clarification that you have been trapped. Like you have, this is not, you know, the circuses or the ring, let's say, is not the natural habitat or natural environment of the ball. So in some ways you have been there, but I feel Saturn put you there. Saturn like representing that karmic energy, that energy of lesson and discipline and like learning life lessons, also the energy of timing. So I feel like something specifically in your life put you there in this like out of your depth, you know, fish out of water energy, just where you didn't really want to be. And now you're thinking about like, how do I get free? Like, how do I get out of this? And it requires you really to wake up to the deeper lesson. And as I've been going on about, here's 4 of Pentacles. This is your card, in my opinion. This is very much Taurus energy. What this is saying to me is that how you got trapped, Taurus, was by people almost dangling the carrot in front of you and saying like, if you do this, I'll give you this, and it's material, like I'll give you this security or whatever it is that you're wanting that makes you feel safe, that makes you feel stable, or things that you think lead towards your goal. It was people kind of giving you promises and you going, oh okay, like that looks like exactly what I want, I'll do that, and then figuring out that actually it came with strings, or it wasn't the situation, or again like you're not in an environment that feels good to you and therefore you're not thriving. So there is like an entrapment energy here, and that's why you have the Devil. It's in reverse now because you see, but the Devil card was almost like, think about the Devil as also relating to like your lust and your desires and your vices, right? So you were tripped, you were not tricked, you were tricked almost by the thing that looks good because you wanted it. So it was more than, it's not that, it wasn't really the thing, it was the means by which the thing happened, or the energy, intention or character of the people who were offering it to you. And so as a confirmation, we go from 4 of Pentacles to 3 of Pentacles here. So it's almost a pulling back, a drawing away. And with the 3 of Pentacles, Spirit's message is that actually now you need to look at, if these people in my environment are showing up like this, you know, as the Joker, if they're showing up in a trickster kind of energy, where do I locate the people who are in my corner, who love me, who invest in me, who support me, who want to see me grow, who want to build this cathedral with me? This could be love relationships, but I think it's broader. I think that the message is actually universal for you, and whatever this represents in your life is playing out in every area. So 3 of Pentacles here, this speaks to your creativity. Remember, you've also got the Page of Pentacles, which is your energy for the month. So you need to find the person who, or the people who bring their own pentacles to the table and help you almost like grow what you've got into something more, something that stands, something that can last, which is what you want. Now this is the context. So this says that these are issues you've been engaging with. So I asked, what's your spiritual lessons for May? Like, what does Spirit want you to be aware of and mature through? And you have 5 cards here. So okay, energy of change and transformation, perfect. And I don't choose the number of cards. I shuffle and the cards decide how many of them they want to come out to tell you the story. Ace of Wands is here to say that actually part of what you've been doing, or the reasons that you've been trapped or involved in partnerships with others that have led to your provocation, really, is because you didn't realize that you had it already. Like, you had the fire. You thought you were bringing earth, like you thought you were bringing the wood and they were bringing the fire, but you were wrong about that. You have cultivated enough within you that you actually have the fire energy, you have the creativity, the passion, the intention, the initiation energy. And I know that well, who's the cardinal? Capricorn is the cardinal, so you're the fixed energy then. So I know that you wouldn't necessarily think about yourself as the initiator, but that's why you got lost, really. It's because you weren't seeing yourself clearly. You weren't seeing your own growth and development as having got to the point where you can start. I really want to swear in this reading, I just do, but yeah, you can start things, I'll say. And so it's saying, yes, you have the Ace of Wands, but the problem that you had was stalling, and you know this is your issue, Taurus. King of Swords is here because it was saying you were seeking a mental perfection in some way. You were trying to almost elevate your plans to their highest degree, like have them accurate to the highest level before you even got to initiation and taking action. So it's like This energy never externalized. The Ace of Wands never went anywhere because you were busy doing King of Swords. And because we're talking about your spiritual growth here, the Knight of Swords here is what Spirit is saying to you is required of May, which is move forward and execute, do things. Okay, you have that charged energy, you are the battery that can be deployed. And it isn't, no, you're not an Aries who must act impulsively and, you know, improvise as you go along. There is a need for strategy. But with the Page of Pentacles here, it's telling me that you already have at least the resources or something to begin and to heal yourself from your paralysis and from the environment that is not conducive to your growth. There is a movement that is necessary, and it is a swift movement. And what I'm also feeling is that, you know where I said that you're looking for a way out that isn't destructive to everyone? This card here is saying that you must fight that way out because you're creating it. It doesn't exist. So you need the energy of the Knight of Swords to literally like cut and clear the path. But the message is go in May. 8 of Cups in reverse here. Leave the old energy behind. You guys have been stagnating emotionally. One, because you have had to process some stuff, so I don't really mean that as a harsh criticism. Definitely in recent months, I've seen from our readings that you have been going through some heavier, denser energies, and you have had to process them. But with this card in reverse now, it's almost like, Taurus, you need an external green light, because I don't think you always feel it internally. I don't think you always know when it's time to go. And this card is saying, okay, the time has come, almost even gone, but you need to go. You need to release these emotions. There's no more that you can get from thinking about and feeling what people did to you or why the situation isn't working. There's nothing more to happen here. There's nothing more you can build in this situation. And if you're able to advance forward, you've got the 6 of Wands, another movement card, remembering that this is your spiritual lesson. So the message here for you is that movement right now is what is teaching you, and I find that movement can be one of the more difficult lessons for the earth signs, not what comes to us easily. And even when we do move, I don't know, there's just a lot that goes into it, and between the different earth signs, like how fast we move is different between us as well. So it's like, look, you need to find your rhythm. Maybe rhythm's the right word. Think about the music and think about what's going on in your life as almost like an orchestra. You need to blend with it now, and you need to find what is the rhythm of your life. Not everybody else is yours only, and that rhythm requires movement from you. So last 2 cards for your reading. I ask Spirit then, what's the advice for you based on what's going on and your soul lessons? What action can you take this May? You've got the Death card in reverse and the 3 of Swords in reverse. The message here being like, I apologize to those who don't like swearing, but the message is burn this shit down. Okay, that's how it came through to me. Like, burn it down and get out. The Death card, end it. It's in reverse because it's lingering for you. It's time for that to go. Release it. You got 3 of Wands here in reverse. Don't wait anymore. Don't linger. Turn your back on it. Go. Okay, if you take anything from this reading, the message is go. Taurus, I love and adore you. If you want a personal reading to explore some of these themes as they're manifested in your life, then it's nicoleblack.com/services. Please follow me on Instagram. Oh, that's what I forgot, guys. So I'm doing daily tarot readings on my Instagram page. I will soon start putting them up on my website, but for now, my Instagram is Leona Nicole Black. And of Monday, where are we, 6th, I think? So from Monday 7th, I'll start work with the dailies. I've been moving, so I haven't been able to do them recently. But you can see kind of day-to-day messages to help you throughout the month, because I know it can be a little bit of a wait before you see me again. And so you can tune into those, but please connect with me on Instagram. I may be making more of a presence on Twitter, we'll see. But I love all the comments, the likes, the shares, the subscribes. I read every comment you leave me, and I'm so grateful you've chosen to connect. I will see you next month. Mwah.